Welcome to this explainer. I'm honestly super thrilled to have you here today because, well, we're doing something a little bit different, and it's actually incredibly fascinating. We're going to do a micro-investigation into an everyday digital roadblock. You totally know the one. You've probably seen it hundreds, maybe literally thousands of times, but you've probably never stopped to actually read it or, think about what it's really doing behind the scenes. So today, we're going to break down every single element of a specific security screen to understand the hidden architecture of the web.
Just a moment. It's an incredibly familiar, delightfully polite little phrase, isn't it? I mean, it instantly triggers memories of sitting at your computer waiting for a website to load, maybe impatiently tapping your fingers on your desk. But this polite request for your patience, it's actually the front door to a highly sophisticated digital border crossing.
So, our specific destination today is the website proandroiddev.com. Imagine you've just clicked a link. You're expecting to immediately jump right into an article or a forum about Android development. Actually, scratch that. You expect it to be practically instantaneous. But instead of the content you requested, your browser suddenly hits an unexpected wall. Bam! Everything just stops. You aren't at your destination yet. Section 1. The Infinite Moment. Security Checkpoint. Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to analyze exactly what is happening during this fleeting, yet absolutely crucial pause between you clicking a link and you actually arriving at your digital destination.
Now, what's really interesting here is what's actually happening behind the scenes. The system states it's performing security verification, and honestly, this changes everything. This isn't just a mere loading delay because your internet is slow or because the servers are down. No, this is an active, high-stakes security checkpoint. You have literally been pulled aside for questioning by the website's security protocol.
Section 2. The threat. Bots. Specifically, malicious automations. Let's look at what we're actually up against here.
See, the system doesn't actually know who is making the request yet. It could be you, right? The legitimate, everyday human internet user who just wants to read an article on proandroiddev.com. Or it could be a malicious bot. This security service isn't there just to inconvenience you. It's actively filtering out automated, malicious programs that are designed to scrape data, crash servers, or find vulnerabilities.
And the system is incredibly transparent about this battle. It states explicitly, this website uses a security service to protect against malicious bots. I mean, that is the explicit defensive purpose of this barrier. The website is openly admitting that the internet is kind of a dangerous place and, well, it's hired a digital bouncer to protect the premises.
Moving on to Section 3. Verification Mechanics. Proving Humanity. Let's talk about how this actually works. This waiting room is actually an active interrogation space. It displays the message, "This page is displayed while the website verifies you are not a bot." So during those 5 seconds where you're just sitting there staring at the screen, your web browser is basically sweating under a spotlight, answering a rapid-fire series of technical questions to prove its legitimacy.
So you might be wondering, what are the actual keys to the gate? Well, the system explicitly demands action from your browser. It says to enable JavaScript and cookies to continue. Now, these aren't just fancy technical buzzwords. In this context, JavaScript and cookies are the essential browser tools required to proceed past the checkpoint. If your browser refuses to run JavaScript or accept cookies, the interrogation fails, and boom, you are categorized as a bot.
This brilliantly illustrates a hidden chronological workflow. Let's break it down. Step 1, display the holding page. Step 2, actively verify you are not a bot using JavaScript and cookies. And step 3, once verified, wait for the actual destination, proandroiddev.com, to respond. It's just a perfectly structured, logical flow of security.
And then, once verified, the message changes. Verification successful. Waiting for proandroiddev.com to respond. Take a quick second to celebrate this micro-victory. I mean, you passed the test, your browser proved its humanity, you had JavaScript enabled, you accepted the cookies, and the system is finally packing up its interrogation spotlight and preparing to actually connect you to your destination.
But before you cross the border entirely, the system hands you a receipt. Section 4. Your unique Ray ID, a digital passport stamp.
A00E2150AC33EAD4. Okay, it looks like absolute gibberish, right? It's just a random alphanumeric sequence that your eyes probably glaze right over when you're waiting for a page to load. But actually, this sequence is a vital piece of the puzzle. This is your Ray ID. And think about what this means for you, the user. This specific Ray ID acts as a unique digital fingerprint for your exact moment of verification. Out of all the millions of requests hitting this server, this long string of letters and numbers documents your specific interaction, your specific clearance at this specific fraction of a second. It is literally your digital passport stamp.
Section 5. Cloudflare Shield, Security Architecture. Let's look at the architect behind all of this.
So the answer to who is actually running this checkpoint is hiding right at the very bottom of the page, down in the fine print. Performance and Security by Cloudflare. This reveals that Cloudflare is the massive entity providing this protective layer for ProAndroidDev.com. They are the ones filtering the bots, demanding the JavaScript, and issuing the Ray IDs. And, it's also worth pointing out the specific mention of their privacy policies right next to their name. It really acknowledges the delicate balance between intense security tracking and protecting user data.
We've taken a 5-second wait and unpacked an entire ecosystem of defensive architecture, bot filtering, and digital passport stamping. So I want to end with a provocative question for you to ponder the next time you browse the web. How many invisible security checkpoints do you pass through every single day without even realizing it? Next time you see just a moment, you'll know exactly the invisible war being fought behind the scenes to keep your digital destination safe. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, keep your eyes open out there.